Hey there everybody, it's Mr. Probuns again, and today's a very special episode. I'm starting back on my LP series, Minecraft Addict. I've been working on this for quite some time now, so I'm ready to show it. This is my new little base I'm making. A lot of work went into it, so the point of today's video is I'm going to give you all a tutorial on how to build that bank cart system I showed you in a previous video. So let's get to it. So first off, the whole point of this is basically to allow you to store storage minecarts in an alternate location, have them separated and individually placed, and then be able to call at any time, all while returning to the original position. Doesn't have a lot of utility in terms of like an SM PvP thing, but it's a lot of fun and it's nice for organization because you can store it underground. So first off, I already did some of the wiring because it would take a long time to do, but I'll show you what I've done. So we're going to do the station where they call to you first. And so for each individual minecart, you're going to need three spaces. So you're going to need 3 spaces for each minecart. And I'll show you how I'm going to lay the tracks and what the point of each is. So I'm going to put power track there, unpowered there, powered there, and then one more powered right there, and then right there, sorry. Okay, so the point of this is these act as methods or mechanisms to call in your minecarts and to effectively use them as brakes. So when all the switches are down, the minecart's going to travel to the very last one, and then if this is powered on, it'll simply return back to the top, making it kind of prevents overflow. And so then you'll see the dual functionality of the switch in a bit because it's wired to up top. When you turn it on, it acts as a brake. Basically the whole idea is you turn it on, hit a button, and the minecart will come down, and it will stop right there. Hit the button again, it will return. Now I'll show you the second part of those switches, because switches are wired into that track, and they're wired into the very top. So if you look at the back here, I have some redstone going to the top, and this is totally unnecessary. This is just because mine's really high up, and I want to save some space, and I know it's overly complicated. So let's show you the top, and I'm going to actually do the wiring and everything. So what I was saying about the switch is wired to these redstone right here. And basically what happens is when the switch is in the off position, this track piece right here flips that way, making the minecart return home at the very end of its route. When the switch is flipped off, or when the switch is flipped on, allowing carts to pass over it, when the minecarts are returned by pressing the button again, they will skip over and return to the destination you want them to. Basically, what this means is when you flip a switch to turn off the tracks down below, it makes it return home up here when you press the button, basically allowing you to use it as a brake to call the carts to a specific location, and then allows you to choose where you want them to return. So let's do some wiring. Right, gotta skip ahead a little bit, sorry. So we're going to wire this in all the way across. I want to skip over my tracks, so I don't want for anything to switch unnecessarily. And we're going to wire it all the way down. And it seems like we only need it 1 or 2 out, 1 out. Great, we're doing this side too. Okay, so now we have all the wiring done, so now whenever I hit one of the switches, the state of this redstone will change. So I'm going to show you how to lay the tracks now. So as you can see, these couple have already been done as an example. So basically what we want to do is we want to wire these tracks over, and it's peculiar that they're on, but I guess I can live with that. Right, we're going to wire these over, and then we're going to bring this over here, down here. Right, and then we're gonna, sorry, I have to kill this one, put it back in here. Basically, as you can see, it's gonna go, this last one's a little unnecessary, but if I want to make any more to it, it's there to be helpful. So as you kind of see, the cart, when it's called back, will run over these, and it'll run to the one that has itself flipped up, and returning home. When leaving the station, it'll come down, it'll go all the way across, and be pushed down, it'll skip over all the tracks. None of these get flipped ever. Yeah. Great. Now that we have all these laid out and everything's unpowered that should be unpowered, and everything that's powered should be powered, let's put some tracks on, or sorry, put some carts on. So we're going to put a cart in each position. I'll put an item in each of them so you can tell that I'm not bullshitting you about how they're called in and called out. So make 1 have just a redstone, we'll make 2 have a powered rail, and we'll make 3 have my diamond axe. Alright, I'm going to go back down to the bottom. Great, so I think everything should be set up now, so let's try it out and see how it works. So as it is, they're all turned on, so let's do 2 first. Press the button. I'm not sure the speed since I have it so far up. Oh, and here it is pretty quickly, and what do you know, it's number 2. And then to return it, we just press the button. It's important that you need to wait a second to flip the switch because, as I said, the switch is what directs it back, so by now it's in there. You can flip the switch and we're safe. If you do flip it too early though, the cart will just come back and allows you to do it again. So let's try 1 now. And also you don't need to flip the switch before you call it, it's just simply, I just do it just to stop it, and, oh, got a redstone, perfect. And I have to edge out that brake a little bit, and there it's returned. Righto, and let's try out number 3. And number 3 should work without a problem. I'll show you the overflow though for fun. So I'm not going to hit the switch and you'll see what happens. So 3 is going to come down. Take my word that this is 3, and then it's going to go back to the top because I'm going to flip the switch. And since it's the last one though, it'll return automatically, so it's really not an issue. But that about does it for the storage system. You can put one of these underground really easily and out of sight, and you can make them multi-layer, anything. They're pretty simple to do once you get the basic concept, and allows you to have really cool storage systems without, well, I mean, it takes up more space, but it calls to you. You're able to sort your items very easily, so you know what's in which case, and it always allows you to return to the proper position without really any hassle. I'm going to show you guys one more thing I've been working on. This took me quite a while, so it's basically a minecart system that goes through the entire house. I still haven't made like a really good station for the wiring. I've just kind of done a really casual thing, but one set of tracks is going to go to the 2nd floor, one set's going to go to the 1st floor, or 3rd and 2nd, sorry. So I'll give you a little example. So when I press this button, you hear that, and you're going to see carts coming up this track right here. And the cart's going to take me to the very top, and it's going to be returned back into the PES dispenser, which you see I have hooked up here. I showed one of these in a former episode. This one's a little bit different. I actually like it more. I can make a tutorial on it. It doesn't use the pulse, and it's just as reliable, but it doesn't lag the game as much, and basically hit the wire, and the cart runs over the sensor, turns these on. So that in itself isn't really impressive. Everyone does that, but the fun part is I've made this able to be continuously looping without really causing much lag to my game. I do have a terrible computer though, so it's not hard to lag my game. And so, yeah, there's a little bit of lag right there at the start. And as you can see, I'm just going to stand here. Carts are going to keep on coming the entire time until I hit that switch. And they just go back in the cycle, and it's pretty cool. They're on the exact same timers, exact same routes. So, one last sign out to everybody before I go. This is a little system I have. Wow, it's running, it's really lagging, but it's not too bad. So as you can see, this cart just runs over that and switches these. Pretty simple, pretty nifty, but I like it a bit more than the whole system. I'll give proper credit to the inventor of this, because it's not terribly complicated, but I don't know, it's pretty interesting how it works, and I really like the application of the cart. But that's about it today, everybody. I'll be putting out another video later on. I'm going to give some more advanced tutorials, because that's what it seems like people have been interested in. And yeah, I'm hoping to bring out a long one on a couple of things I've been baking and really shed some light. But that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed, and that's another episode of Mr. Provine's Minecraft Addict. I hope you all have a good day. See you later.